Well, David, first of all, just how are you feeling to know that the side are back in the National League?
Well, obviously we're delighted. I think everybody's absolutely worn out at the minute because it's been a tough since the end of the season, and then obviously getting set up for the playoffs and so on. It's quite a rigorous routine off the pitch and on it as well. But we're absolutely delighted to have managed to get back up after at our first attempt, because it is a very, very difficult league.
Just looking at that and going up at that first time, looking at next season, the likes of York City coming down, it's going to maybe even become an even tougher league, so it's just so important to get out of it when you
Well, it is a tough league, I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, obviously teams are going full-time, Harrogate are full-time in the National North, York City will be full-time, Salford going full-time, and there's a lot of money there to boot, so it does make it very, very tough. So, you know, we're relieved to have got out of that league, but also the scenario is the challenges of the league above, because it's virtually a full-time league and we're part-time.
Looking at Billy Heath, when that decision was made, just how pleased are you that that decision was made? Because obviously it's worked, hasn't it?
I mean, the reality is, when we were doing the appointment, it was trying to choose somebody who'd actually got a proven track record at this level, and Billy knows this level very well, and he's proven again that he's managed to negotiate his way through it. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride as we've gone through the season, but we've got there in the end.
Talking about the game today, you could say we're a bit of a roller coaster. How relieved are you really?
Yeah. I mean, we were struggling with shape and balance because of injuries and so on. Our goalkeeper came into the game with quite a bad shoulder injury, and it's been very important to us. And so all these things contrive, but again, you've got to look at the character of the players and the determination. And there was a lot of experience in that side. You know, obviously the boys who joined us from North Ferriby, they'd been to Wembley 2 seasons ago, then they got promotion. Our boys have been to Wembley, they've experienced the relegation of last season and perhaps wanted to put 1 or 2 things right. So, yeah.
And just for next season, are plans already in place? Have there been initial discussions, or is it a case of starting now?
I think it's very difficult going through the playoffs. You can do all the what-if scenarios and everything else, but it's only when you know where you're batting that you can start and make the appropriate decisions and try and plan accordingly.
And is that a case then it's going to start immediately, maybe start next week, the discussions will be starting
8 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah. With a meeting for the board at 8 in the morning. So, yeah.
And how important is it that is the case, that you've got the maximum?
Well, with
time?
things like, I mean, we want to finalise on season tickets and understanding, you know, how best that we can achieve the revenue streams that we need, and try and strike a balance where we can engage everybody to come and take a season ticket and build that solidity for the coming year. So.